Orgies, love them.
Mm.
The other aura that's here is a conjuration aura of strong around the circle of Nen.
Can we try to deduce the the function of the circle?
Sure.
Would that be Arcana or Spellcraft?
Spellcraft. It might be a teleportation function similar to the others.
Oh, interesting.
Although our outcome is 25.
Alright, steps into the circle and says, Ra!
And you go to sitting in the throne.
Ah!
Castad's infant says yeah.
But you don't get anywhere with that.
Aww.
Yes, you do. Down here.
Now what will happen if I say Ra right now?
I get telefragged.
Nothing.
Zacharias will say Nen.
I telefrag you.
And you appear standing back here.
Poof. He will always say yes, it's teleportation circles to the other thrones.
We may need to go fetch Lady Cash. She kind of used it to go down to
Well, she could just say Ra, and then she'll be there.
She's gone somewhere.
I'm sure she can take care of herself. Now then.
Well, she'll see Nen.
Zacharias is already back. Let's continue.
Well, of course he is. He's
How does
still
it feel to
mad
be How does it feel to be teleported?
asking me or Zacharias.
You.
It's fun.
Zacharias has already given his opinion on it.
Into this
He's
room,
still
you see
angry because I slapped him.
rows and rows of what appears to be holding cells.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no doubt for whatever human sacrifice is needed. Yes, quite.
Speaking of which, there's one needed downstairs.
Yes. We still have that headless thing, whatever that is.
What's the integrity of these holding cells? Strong as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're made of sort of bars. So, you can just see who's in there. You enter this room. And it is a gigantic empty room. And there are some defaced murals here. You can try to spot what it is with a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be Zacharias' passive, which is upsetting.
Let's take a look with the 32 to my perception check. Yes.
Zacharias sees what is sufficient to say murals depicting this as a brothel.
Oh.
Clearly. And what is most disturbing about it is that it is not only humans who are depicted, at least, to participate in these activities in the murals. Apparently the holding cells were some more than simple sacrifice, and perhaps sacrifices could be done in other ways, more bloody and gruesome than before anticipated.
Grisly.
What? What does that have to do with a brothel?
You know, death by snoo-snoo.
Really snoo.
It has depicted on the murals also other types of sort of extreme excess.
Well, that is certainly something to aim for, I'm guessing. Maybe something for Kyron to have his headquarters.
Death by snoo.
That's how I imagine Kyron going.
Yeah, no. Not quite.
Won't be critting him with a fireball.
Right. As you open this room, you see another very burned, flame-scarred room. Clearly It has been hit by a tremendous explosion. It also seems that there is a door over here. It might once have been a hidden door, but now it's sort of almost pushed half open already.
Intriguing.
Hmm.
You enter. No?
Sure.
Right. You see a big room. In it seems to have a lot of bookshelves and a lot of paper being burned.
Oh no!
It says, behold, sort of in a visual on the wall, behold the secrets of death. Use them for my glory.
But
And there is, however, sort of painted a symbol of Mithra below, as it appears that this room has been thoroughly burned.
God damn Mifra.
Secrets of death.
Mending.
such waste! How dare they? How could they?
They're stupid.
I offer you a mace to attack the symbol on the wall.
Yeah, my 8 strength will do a lot, I feel.
You're attacking a drawing on the wall. How bad could you be?
Zacharias seems clearly distraught at all the burned books. And he basically just stands there, just shaking his head in disbelief.
Collective knowledge of the death demons has been burned indeed.
Do you realize what I could have done with this knowledge? Ah,
Taking over the world.
yes!
Knew it. Cash looks bored.
I think we can do that anyways.
Well, he can't do it with his demon army.
Zacharias wants to search his room thoroughly.
Sure.
Well, that's, you know,
Your anger is in the way.
yeah,
Your
I
eyes
guess so.
digs through the piles and piles of ashes,
I'm gonna
finding
assist
sometimes
you.
pieces of paper, but they crumble as he touches them. Clearly, they have spent quite an effort making sure that nothing in this room survived.
Even with the assist from me.
Yes.
Aww.
Let's leave. I grow saddened by this. Mumbling to himself, burning books. Why I oughta? Knowledge.
Why I order?
Yeah, see?
There appears to be another empty room. Perhaps a barracks of some sort.
With no books.
Hmm.
You
Must resist.
open the door, and you see an ornament and a rock entry hall, and it leads into this very expansive and vaulted chamber. It is, to say the least, very, very nicely sort of muraled. And in here, there appear to be 4 shrines. On the walls, there are litanies of the deeds this monster, Vitricali, has done. There's Vitricali, who crossed the Great Void and came to the prime material plane to establish the sons of the Pale Horseman. He who oversaw the construction of the Whore of Abaddon, and And so he has left this as this room sort of with murals depicting his home plane. It appears to indeed be some sort of arch temple.
Will there be any magic about?
Why, yes. Lots of magic. The room itself has necromantic aura, and as you step in, you feel it. It was a will save. It's a fear effect.
Oh. Is it something divine or magical?
It is magical.
Save will. That's a 28.
All right. Cassius should also do it.
I will.
I guess Marcus should as well, unless he's immune to fear.
No. Oh my god. That's the second time I've rolled a 4 on a will save. Today.
All right.
I have
Chiron.
I have
Marcus,
+6 to spell resistance.
It's not subject to spell resistance.
Is it enchantment spells?
No, it's necromancy. Chiron, Marcus, and
Yeah.
Cash, you get visions of horrible acts done by these demons, of people so scarred by disease and plague that you can't even recognize their faces as faces. These horrid visions just stream your minds, where Surius and Zacharias are capable of actually resisting them. You wish nothing more than to get out of this room and throw up for like a couple of days.
Oh, well, okay.
Ivan will certainly
Uh,
leave as soon as possible.
That wouldn't really bother me, but I have some magical compulsion, so...
Bruh!
The images are so utterly disgusting that even an undead might dislike them.
What is going on with our
So
companion?
vile. So chaotic, such slaughter just for the sake of pain and slaughter. You two see them too as you enter the room, but you're not affected in the same way.
Weak stomach fools.
Zacharias sets his jaw. Well, the images are certainly disturbing. Looks upon the altars. I wonder if there is any mechanisms or magic still in these that we could use or tap into.
You see more magic for that sake. There's magic in this wall, and the altars are magical.
So, altars or possible passage?
I'm just gonna take a look at one of these altars. Is there like...
I'll describe them. That would make it alright. The White Shrine. It's decorated with a relief depicting open pits, the dead, and sort of lepers crying in anguish. There's pits full of death and lepers crying. The second one is a shrine made of red stone. It has a cruel iron weaponry and scenes of slaughter on it. Now we have the next one is a shrine of black stone. It is decorated with images of mortals wasting away from hunger and starvation. And then we have a pale green one. It's adorned with a skull. It has two coins over its eyes and an inscription of Jacked Abyssal, which reads, "Behold a pale horse, its rider is death, and all shall follow him." In the middle, between these, here, on the wall, there is a large relief of Vitracali sitting cross-legged, holding his greatest work, his masterpiece, a vial of some sort. Below the vial is the inscription, the Tears of Aklis. Vitricali also holds 3 blades and a strange jagged key with an epistle inscription, Hail Vitricali. He appears as the 3-eyed demon and is paying homage to the Four Shrines. There is, of course, no doubt that this is built primarily to honor him, however.
Is there any of all the magic in here? Is there sort of a hint what you like? Is there a function to this place, as in you can call forth demons or power or something like that from this place, or is it just like sacrificial?
There might be latent magical effects to things, and sort of reasons for why these things are written and set here.
Would that take long to deduce? Is it like weeks?
This is not really something Zacharias would know if he can deduce, really. Sort of doing it magically. There certainly are some hints around.
Well,
sort of imagine here Richard Kali, and he's sort of bowing to the altars. He's holding the 3 blades and the key and the tears.
A lot of arms.
Yeah. The tears have the Tears of Aklis inscription, and the key has an abyssal inscription. It says, Hail Vitricali.
Zacharias looks over the serious. Maybe speaking of the inscription of the key opens some sort of doorway. Maybe you need to sacrifice something on these altars and then utter the phrase on the key.
Well, but we don't have a whole lot of sacrificial things around.
No, we would have to get the bogarts.
Probably, unless you feel like using our puking companions.
No, I don't think so.
Are you guys doing okay out there?
You hear barfing sounds.
What do you think?
I'll take that as a no. Let us continue.
I guess so, for the time being.
So are we sickened?
You're very afraid.
So what is the magic over here?
It appears this wall is magical.
What kind of magical?
It's hard to tell.
You sure?
Yes. So here.
Look at the fear icon.
What?
Seriously,
Someone's changed it.
who changed it?
No idea.
That is fear, yes. Well, let's study this wall a bit.
Perception checks.
Perceptions? Oh my.
Zacharias seems to find a secret door.
Right, Zacharias opens the secret door.
Oh my.
Alright.
I have a long spear.
I got a crossbow and a dagger. Very dangerous.
I take attack opportunity with the crossbow.
A second.
I can puke up some spiders for you.
You're already puking up other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, puke is... Oh, hello.
You see a room behind it. However, it appears that even though the room is sort of full of stuff, it appears to be mostly old pots, some sort of rotten cloth, and other sort of worthless things. Might look like an old storeroom, old maybe ritual items that hasn't been used for a very long time.
Anything useful?
Not really. Really, no.
You make that a 32.
No.
Well said. Well, any magic in
The
here?
room itself still has a very powerful aura.
What kind of? Does it come from anywhere? Is it like closer
It
here?
is the room.
Okay. Well, trying to sense the aura, Zacharias will try to deduce what it does with a spellcraft.
It appears to have something to do with dimensional space.
It's 20. It's 26. The total thing.
Huh, maybe this room is actually outside. Maybe it's like a pocket plane or something.
Hmm. Do you know any special features of pocket planes we can test?
Not really. I don't
How does
think
it
so, at
work?
least.
How disappointing. Be able to find out that for sure would be useful. Like be able to carry on a storeroom is always a nice feature.
Would knowledge planes be any help?
It would seem weird to anchor in a plane like that with a simple door.
I have no idea about
So
pocket
it
planes.
seems weird to. Well, perhaps there's more to it than what you have discovered. It
Well,
almost felt like that was being said in Zacharias' mind by some deep voice.
I think something has spoke to me in my mind, urging us to keep searching this room.
So either you're going insane or we have a lovely demon on our hands.
Perhaps.
Or a devil. Who knows, maybe Asmodeus is helping you.
Zacharias snorts.
Show your respect and meet me again. Here.
Either
No longer
way,
in your head. Emanating from somewhere in the room.
Was it show me your respect?
Show your respect.
Show your respect.
Not me.
Well, glancing over at Azorius.
Azorius is looking at you rather puzzled.
Maybe we need the others for this.
Is it really wise to bring them in while they're bathing?
How long will they actually be scared out there?
They'll be fine soon enough. Yeah, I'm gonna say you can go in now, but you don't like. Very unpleasant.
So are we still scared?
Yeah, but you can you have control of your bodies now.
I'm in control of your puke.
First thing you
Iron
do
is
is
not
run
going
into the
to
room.
go in there unless someone wants him to.
You've been dragged in.
Taran!
Alright.
You're not scared, are you?
Of course not, I'm just careful.
Of course, of
As
course.
Chiron walks past, he notices almost that the statue of Etra Kali looks at him angrily for a second as he just walks past it.
Who the hell is that?
That's the demon prince.
Really angry at you?
What have you done to anger him?
Kyron, what have you done in a past life?
We must sacrifice Chiron to him to appease him.
Okay, one moment. We need to create the circle. Okay, here it is.
If you would kindly step in the middle.
Aaron frowns at you.
Just kidding.
You sure? I don't know if I was.
He's preparing us already drawing the circle. Like do 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 do.
I don't think Kyron told us though.
Oh, we have a new candidate.
Would
Zacharias,
Kyron have told us this?
with people in the room, Zacharias will sort of like the aura is permeating the whole room. There's no like focus for it.
No, it's in the whole room.
Okay, then Zacharias will sink down to one knee as if he would bow before someone, and he will utter the phrase that was on the key of Vitricali in the other room.
What will he say?
What was on the key? I didn't write it down. Kyron!
Hmm?
Well, you
Aaron
can.
is distracted, frowning at the statue.
Alright, Hail Vetricali.
Zacharias says it,
Mhm.
and he does feel sort of a sense that the room is more agreed to him. Perhaps there are others in here who maybe have not shown such.
Zacharias will motion to the others to follow him.
You notice Azorius would already be going down down into a similar position, and Hail Vetra Kali.
Hell, Vetrakali.
Is this really necessary? Karen asks to Zacharias.
I believe so.
He frowns deeply. But then eventually goes down on a knee and mumbles Heil Vetrakali.
Marcus refuses.
Yeah, I can be Jake. Da I hail Vetrakali. That's my Jake impression.
Alright.
I couldn't tell the difference.
It's like it's
Now all together.
Oh no.
Really?
You
Yes.
gotta
No,
go
you're
too
smiling.
Alright.
You're just.
Of
Alright,
course I am.
3
you're just
on. I say 1 and then we say it. All right.
fine.
All right.
1.
3, 2, 1. Hail
Vetrakali.
Vetrakali.
I'm expecting my
See.
parents to enter my room and asking me what I'm doing.
You see around you.
Oh, nothing. I'm just
the
worshipping Satan.
useless boxes and a piece of cloth they seem to transform into piles of gold, silver, and treasures.
Oh goodness.
There are chests overflowing with coin and what seems to be a ton of different silvery objects made of purest silver. Indeed, as you look around, something else becomes apparent.
Ah!
Shadows, and a very large, semi-translucent creature looking at you.
I'm
Grinning.
scared.
He bows deeply.
No, I'm scared. I'm scared.
You hear Kyron mumbling, the treasure was unexpected. But this was beyond unexpected.
Kinda expected something bad to happen.
This is the graph of Kyron's unexpected.
Welcome to my lair.
Cat's just not laughing.
Greetings, spirit. Zacharias bows before him. Who do we have the honor of addressing?
I am Estra, thrice damned, once archpriest of Vetrakali.
Well met, Estra the thrice damned. Before you stands the group of Zacharias Wraith. We have come in search of Vetrakali.
I know who you are and why you have come. I spoke to the one earlier, before he ran.
Yes, the Elven Ranger. So he escaped.
Shakes his head. Not for long, no. His companions are here with me. Gestures to the wraiths that sort of circle you a bit, seemingly sort of not moving closer, as Estra having given him command.
Zacharias sort of, straightens his back a bit. Esra thrice damned, if you know who we are and why we are here, do you intend to stop us?
He says, no, why would I do such a thing? We share the same goal. I wish to see my master returned to this plane, and you wish to acquire something of his.
Indeed, the tears.
I believe we can work together to accomplish this. I will serve you as long as you give a deep promise to not in any way attempt to hinder Vetrakali in his return.
Okay, out of character, why would we do that? Hinder him, that is.
Well, he is a horrific demon prince of pestilence.
That's bad.
And having him running around is certainly a bad thing.
But again, we have to release him anyways. So
Yeah, we won't get the tears without releasing him, I don't think.
well, he has to be here to give us the tears in the first place.
Exactly.
Do we have to make him cry?
Maybe.
No. I don't think a demon knows how to cry.
Where are the tears?
They are with him, of course.
And he is imprisoned, is he not? Or under the seal of the victor?
He seems hateful for a moment. Yes, he is. I will aid you if you will aid me. All this I have gathered in my lifetime. It will all be yours.
Chiron will
That, and my advice in these matters.
nudge Zacharias and whisper, "This is not wise."
Zacharias nods. Estra the thrice damned, you do realize our dilemma with trusting you completely in this matter. We would need an equal promise from you, not trying to stop us or in any way harm us.
Yes, of course, that is acceptable. As long as you keep to yours, I will keep to mine.
Cass
Chiron
is scared.
will-
She's not saying anything.
Chiron will nudge Zacharias again. This seems too easy and too convenient. I don't believe he's going to help us.
It's always easy to be evil. It's extremely hard to be
I
good.
sadly cannot approach the seal. I need you to do that for me. I, however, have access to all this wealth, and it can be yours to aid you in removing the seal and freeing my master.
Out of character, or actually, Cash might as well whisper this to Zacharias. Would summoning a Adrestor's phone be a good idea now?
Perhaps.
Yeah, let him deal with this because I'm somewhat concerned.
Zacharias looks at Estra. What is involved in breaking the seals?
I do not know. I have not been able to escape this level because of some powerful good beneath us.
Zacharias nods. Where is the seal?
Above us. I cannot escape to there either. Smiles, and so I have stayed here. I'm getting rather desperate. Sadly, your friend met me at my hungriest in a long time. I don't get many visitors here. Now, however, I have consumed, and so I am a bit more agreeable.
How long will that last, though?
A year or two, perhaps.
Long enough for business.
So, the guy we was working with, he killed them. He killed the guy that was an ally of us.
Nice snack, it seems.
Actually, we could ask him, why did you attack the group that came before us? They were on the same mission, were they not?
I did not know much of why they were here, and I did not care. For tens of years I have been here alone, starving. But from them I learned. Smiles, and I understood that perhaps there were allies to be gained. More would undoubtedly come. That is why I have not sealed this room and killed you all by now.
Zacharias sort of draws himself up well. I grant you have a high opinion of your powers, and I have no doubt you are formidable, but you must realize that we are not defenseless.
If you were, I would have done so already. Well, but there is no reason for us to fight. We share a goal.
He is correct. For both of us, we need his master to be returned.
Me for perhaps some final rest. You see, I cannot escape this horn as long as he's not returned. I will continue, if destroyed, to reappear a short while after and haunt it again.
Zacharias nods.
And of course, I have learned much in my time.
Very well.
Did he read all the books in the library?
Probably. Transcribe all the books from the library. Actually, Zacharias nods. Yes. Our goals seems to align at this point, and I see no reason to turn down the help you offer.
Cash nods. Is this really our choice to make? I think this is higher than us. I really think we should summon a dressed as fawn.
I don't think so. He gave us a mission to find and break the seal. We have not done so.
Yeah, I do not see how this is higher than us. We are just gathering an ally for this single mission, per se.
Yes.
Much like with our friends up north, if you remember them. The
At
ones who
least they
granted you-
weren't, as Kyron points at Ezra.
They were certainly not dead, that's just for sure, but that is not important.
I disagree.
If our goals align, why deny them?
Yes, I'm on the same opinion for now.
Well, I think Cash is too scared to argue. She just wanted to point it out.
Jake
Jake.
might be slightly confused.
Jake, do not move.
Move and you're dead.
Looks at you. So we have a deal then. I promise.
Yes. We have a
I,
deal.
Esra, I stamped swear not to betray you, this group of Zacharias, until the master is freed, and then only by his orders.
Zacharias nods, and we, the group of Zacharias, swears that we will do nothing to hinder your master's return, for as long as our lives are not in danger.
Esra rises up a bit. Then, group of Zacharias, you may feast upon the wealth of the pale horseman. Be respectful, and whenever you return, perhaps once a day, pay your homage in the temple. Say the phrase that called us here, and you shall have an easier way of spending these resources. He spreads out his hands. You can search through it by yourself, I'm sure.
Zacharias seems to think that we have some minor questions. If you do not mind, we have found some peculiarities in the lower levels of the temple. A headless stone statue, for instance, a minotaur, which body is still preserved. I seem to think, what else? Oh yes, defaced murals on the second level.
Seems to think I have not been able to access the lower levels since the battle, so I would not know.
Very well. Then we shall sift through the wealth here, and then we shall press on forward towards the seal.
Just smiles. Find the eyes, if you will. I'm sure you will understand all that later.
The eyes, you say?
Sort of turns into shadows and disappears.
After the conversation is over, Chiron will turn to Zacharias. Group of Zacharias? Really?
Would you prefer I would actually have given the group name?
No, but... Chiron frowns.
Zacharias smiles.
It was quite an interesting conversation, don't you say?
Yes. We seems to have gained quite the amount of monetary resources.
And we have teamed up with probably our most interesting ally to date.
There is a lot of things here.
Well,
How much is a lot?
More money than you have ever seen.
Oh my.
There's a gathered wealth of this entire cult. Apparently this place was not found.
Well, it's a plane in our room. Not surprising.
Perhaps some phrase was just too awful to say for some people.
most likely. Well, that's starting. It's, luckily, evil has no depths. So
Unless you're an evil banker.
That's true.
So you begin to sift through all this.
Yes.
You do realize we're going to get crushed by all the gold.
Yeah, but what?
You find a ornate silver belt